How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We're going to be running back the Lurrus build of Abzan, um, but we're gonna make a few changes today. Um, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try a split of Kaya's Guile and Vindicate in the main. Um, there's a stuff rumblings that we talked about in the Discord. Um, One of my mods, Rounsley, who's been playing a lot of Abzan at his local game store, he actually tried just swapping the Kaya's Guile Vindicate main board split. So like he moved the two Vindicates to the side and moved the two Kaya's Guile main, and he really liked it. And then Matt, who was in my Discord, was thinking about trying a Kaya's Guile main as well, because Kaya's Guile is very well positioned. It's just so hard to find room to compete with the Lingering Souls. And if you just make a flat swap of Kaya's Guile to Vindicate, I don't know. I just kind of feel kind of naked without a main deck, just a main deck answer to anything, right? Because we don't run Assassin's Trophy, and not having an answer to anything is kind of doesn't sit well with me. So I think we're just gonna do a 1-1 split here and just try that. Oh, we'll leave the second Kaya's guy on the sideboard, and that kind of opens up two slots for Force of Vigor. I know last year we were trying out Caustic Caterpillar. That slot was occupied Gataki, so it was some sort of like artifact enchantment hate. So with the slot opening up and then taking out the Caustic Caterpillar, we have two Force of Vigors in the sideboard. And because this taxes a lot of green cards in the deck, I took out the Vanishing Verse and added a second Abrupt Decay. This I'm a little bit more concerned about. I feel like we're kind of already naked already to like Murktide. But I think if we're going to run Force of Vigor, we want as much green cards as possible. So 8, 10, 11 green cards main plus 13 for plus 2 more, which is 13 for Force of Vigor. I may want to swap this back to the second Vanishing Verse if we end up liking this Kaya's Guile main. Just so again we have more answers to Murktide. We already have the Dam as well, so it's not like we're completely naked, but I think having more doesn't hurt, especially because especially the fact that we just need it. How's it going, Blitz? The thing about it is, like, it would just replace the Vindicate. I don't want any more 3 drops. I really like how this list is very low to the ground. So, like, spending 3 mana into 1 threat is kind of I was actually considering like Maelstrom Pulse over these Vindicate slots just because getting a 2-for-1 out of it is really good. And the number of times we're snagging a land with the Vindicate isn't really that high unless we're against exactly big mana. I'm not a big fan of Fracture, and the fact that like forcing cast for free and snack 2 things is just so huge. So I really like Force right now. I think Fracture is a tad too narrow. Especially when it's just like a 1-for-1. I think it's just like a playstyle thing, Agent. I just don't like 1-for-1 stuff in the sideboard in a deck like ours where we kind of need our sideboard cards to be bullets. Like, bullet, slows things down. Bullet, 2-for... It's technically not a 2-for-1, but like this is just so efficient, and snagging 2 things can technically count as a mini sweeper. Sweeper, bullet, bullet. Like everything is a bullet in the sideboard, minus the Lurrus, obviously. So that's kind of how I like to build the sideboard, just because our deck is just so underpowered. So having just like a 1-for-1 answer, I just don't think is good enough. Which is why I just didn't feel comfortable with the Vindicate in the sideboard. I just want the Vindicate as a main deck answer, and then I just don't want it in the sideboard. I think I feel like it's just too. It doesn't do enough. Like if anything, like if this type of effect was in the board, then I would just have a Maelstrom Pulse in the sideboard. Back to what Blitzberg was suggesting, but I'd rather just have a little bit more of a tuned attack to the meta. Like I'd rather have like a Force or a Hushbringer, something that like is a little bit more targeted and surgical than anything. How's it going, Salty St. Nick? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? I actually kind of played some. I felt like last stream I was very like not in the best mental state with abs, and I felt like I was kind of tilting off on it. So then I played like 3 leagues of Yawgmoth, and I was like, like I think I'm like realigned with why I always play this deck. It's because I actually enjoy this deck, and I think I just needed like a step back from this deck. So I think I'm a little more a better mental state. I think. So we have a turn to Voidwalker, and that's pretty much it. So we need a lot of help off the top, but oh, pitching force. Okay. They mulligan. They already mulliganed to 6, so they're starting with a 4-card hand, which is good. Yeah, I like the counter argument. Oh man, just we're getting kind of punished for keeping such a land heavy hand. Like the argument though is like you can board in like Vindicate literally every matchup, and every matchup I think you just board and Vindicate. My problem is that there's just like it's still just like a 1-for-1, and I think we kind of need something better, you know. Guys, I'll do it at some point. Yeah, you could always do a rental service. That's what I do. I got to a point where I just wanted to stop. Alrighty, I wanted to stop investing money into it. I just started doing rental service. So that's why if you notice, there's like screenshots that I post on Twitter where like there's some that I some are like missing. So I actually own most of the cards, but not all of them. Okay, no more lands off the top deck, please. I am begging you. Our opponent is also just not doing much. They shock this in. Well, we're not gonna cast this Lurrus. Will this Voidwalker go all the way? That is the real question. I don't think I'm gonna reveal the White Splash yet. I guess this Marsh Flats already did, but I mean our opponent also just isn't doing anything either. Oh, is this Living End? Oh, no wonder they can't do anything. Okay. Well then. This Voidwalker might just do enough. That's so funny. This Voidwalker might just go all the way. So at that point, do we cast this Lurrus? I guess it depends on... I kind of don't want to cast this Lurrus. Maybe I do want to cast this Lurrus now. Let's attack. I guess I could have balled with them first to get information, but I don't think it's going to gain much. It's probably just going to cycle anyway. Violent Outburst. They also don't even have green mana for it, which is kind of funny. Yep, that's the plan, Salty Saint Nick. That is the plan. Thoughtseize. Sure, I'll take a Thoughtseize. So that just this main deck Voidwalker, literally just like all we did was just get our discard spell forced, and then our Voidwalker just kind of just ran away with this game, which is so funny. So draw 2 cards. Dead card. So this. They need a main phase this Violent Outburst. Because now I can just sacrifice this Voidwalker now. So if I Thoughtseize, they're going to Violent Outburst. So I guess I should cash in this Bauble now. Yeah. So I think I need to cash in this Bauble and then Thoughtseize. They'll probably cast Violent Outburst in response. We'll cast our Voidwalker in response. You know what the cute play is, though? Now we should force the Violent Outburst first. I don't think we should be cute. With a cute play here is I could just cast it, sack this Voidwalker to this Violent Outburst, attack with Lurrus, and force it. But they could also just have like a Brazen Borrower or something and bounce the Lurrus, and then like we can't really do anything. But then I guess we can just go Lurrus, bring it back. But then that loses the subtlety. So I think just going Thoughtseize and not being too cute. And then but we should bring the Bauble back first because we're expecting a Violent Outburst. So we should do this. Just to get the value off the Lurrus. And then with Thoughtseize. So now here, if they Violent Outburst here, we can sack this Voidwalker. They have double Violent Outburst. Okay, so we're gonna take. I don't really care about the grief though. Oh, we just take the force. Yeah, we just take the force. Yeah, we just take the force here. Yeah, we just take the force here. So then now we attack with the Lurrus. I wonder if the Violent Outburst here, which I doubt. And now we just cast a Turak. We'll Bauble trick ourselves. So sack this. Cast this Force. And then we have a 66% chance of hitting this Violent Outburst from this Tarak. Pretty good. You can also just let this Living End resolve, too. We could also just let this Living End resolve. Yeah, we just let this Living End resolve. Yeah. Okay. Resolves. This game is crazy. Because I could cast it this turn. Oh, I have to go to second main. Oh, God. Thothy Voidwalker, you are a god amongst men. Who's the Living End player now? I guess... Do we care about revealing our white source yet? I don't think so. And I'm gonna wait to Bobble Trick on their turn because they might have the grief. Oh, we hit the other. So all they're left is a grief now. That's so funny. All they're left is with the grief. I could also just like upkeep Bobble them too late. I guess I want to scry trick myself anyway. Voidwalker Surgical Guard, yeah. It literally just carried us. Hey, this literally carried us as mad. Like, our hand was bad. Our hand was literally discard spell Voidwalker. And we're just fortunate that, like, the one threat we kept has so much relevant text. And people always ask, like, why is Voidwalker good? I'm like, Voidwalker's fantastic. The fact that this does a lot more work than Skoos says a lot. So now they're just griefing me for information. It's only a 2/2. Oh, this Waker Ways is relevant because now they can't even trade with the Tarak. That's so funny. Cool. Cool. How did we win that game? I don't know. Alright, we have all these to board in. Damn, Voidmere, Chalice of the Void, no Spellbomb, Kaya's Guile. These endings come out. The decays don't hit anything, but pushes can hit grief or the Sphinx, the Sphinx, the 4-mana one, Curator Mysteries or whatever that is. Do we need ooze? Are you talking about post-board or just like in a broad sense? In a broad sense, I think having 3 Voidwalkers and 1 Skoos is nice. Post-board, yeah. I mean, ooze is just kind of free. It's like a threat that like we just eat up their graveyard. Like Skoos has a lot. And there's those things where like if we don't have a Voidwalker on turn 2 or a way to mouse wipe the board, like Skoos can kind of catch up too. Skoos is definitely good. For sure. But arguably Voidwalker is better in this situation, right? So discard spells, Hex Drinker, Goyf, Skoos, Dan, Tarak, Lingering Souls. I don't think Sanctifier does enough. Like it could hit Grief, it could hit Agent, whatever the artifact one that like you can look at the top 3. That's pretty much it though. I'd rather like be able to like loot my Void Walkers, I think. Like with Lurrus. So let's try that. Yep, I agree, Salty State Dick. I agree. That was a crazy game though. Ah. I think we keep this. We can go turn 1 Triumph, turn 2 Spellbomb plus Inquisition. So, plus we have a backup of Kai's Gal if we get griefed. His hand's a little slow out the gate, but it's a little bit more resilient. So, I think I'm pretty happy with this hand actually. So no grief on turn 1, which is good for us. Probably get the Triome down. And pass. On my turn, I'll probably lead with Inquisition first. And the reason for that is I don't want my Spellbomb to get forced. So that is why. So like they'd have to have like double force negation to counter my Spellbomb. They are going deep on these street wraiths. Wow. Okay. It's a lot of work. Opponent has a lot of work. Okay. Yeah, triple wraith. That's funny. Be sad if double Spellbomb. That's funny. All right, we're gonna lead on this. See if it gets forced. If it does not get forced, it's fine. And then with a Spellbomb play, we can safely go like Thoughtseize was Goyf, and then the following turn, we can start just holding up Kai's Gal and just attacking. So we have a decent sequence of plays here. They're taking on this Inquisition. So they did have the Force, and they opted not to use it. If I was from their shoes, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. I guess you just... I don't know if it was correct to let the... I guess you don't want to 2-for-1 yourself. You do want to keep the Charlotte's Agent, right? So... it makes sense to let that resolve and then hope to draw into it. I don't know. That's hard to say. Okay. Interesting. Now, I wonder if they will force the issue on this spell bomb before I can get value. I wonder. They pitched the living end. Okay. So they lose the grief. I wonder if they'll just take the Goyf here. Then on my end, I wonder if I just put Lurrus in hand. They took the other spell bomb. Interesting. Well, from my point of view, I just slam Goyf and Thoughtseize them. Like, don't even give them the option to keep a Cascade spell in hand. Grow the Goyf a little bit, too. Doesn't exactly... We need a fetch. No, yeah, never mind. Gotta go down. Let's end the game now. And the next turn, I don't mind just playing Lurrus in hand and just playing the slow game. They kind of have to just wrath the board here. It's fine. Yep. Yeah, so now we just put Lurrus in hand. We just had a lot of hate. We had like multiple discard spells, 2 spell bombs, and a Lurrus in hand. So good. Maybe I don't want a Lurrus in my hand. Because they could just grief. I could also just hold up Kaya's Gal also. I could also put Hex Drinker in play. 2, 3. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, because I can't force the issue either. Like I can't have a 2-turn call unless I know I'm gonna draw a 5th land. Because I can level up Hex Drinker to a 3, but I can't force lethal. Okay, well now I could have forced lethal. I didn't think they would fetch. I guess they wouldn't fetch if that was the case. I don't know, they kind of need to draw a Cascade spell. Maybe it's just better to hold tight anyway. I guess I can't even cast Grief here. So maybe it was just correct to draw the Lurrus anyway. Or put Lurrus in hand, I mean. Kind of realized I didn't have black mana for the Grief. Put Lurrus in hand. A lot of good graveyard in Abzan? Yeah, there is. Okay, cute. 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 I'm gonna put a Hex Drinker in play now. Just to force lethal. And then worst case scenario, if they draw a Cascade spell, we can just spell bomb. Do this. So they effectively wipe my board now. So now I think I just go Lurrus, put... Never mind. I'm gonna save the Lurrus. Now we have this Kaya's Guile for lethal here. Like if they have nothing, we can main phase it and make them sack the Charlotte's Agent. I want to save the Lurrus here because if they like draw another Cascade spell, I want to be able to Lurrus bring back a spell bomb the following turn, which is why I took that line. I want to save the Lurrus. So they could have Force here. But that's fine if they do. Because we still force blocks here anyway, so it doesn't matter. Do they have Violent Outburst here? That'd be disgusting. But I think that would be all the living ends, right? There's 1, 2. So they have one more living end. They drew into Violent Outburst. Crazy. I wonder how many more living ends they have. Because now we have a Hex Trigger plus Goif again. It's really funny. Foundation Breaker doesn't really do anything. Okay. So we can just level up Hexdrinker all the way. I don't think there's a point in... Never mind. Maybe we don't want to level Hexdrinker all the way. This is like kind of garbage time here. Voidwalker off the top is kind of a kick in the teeth, though. I admire our opponent's fight here. They definitely slog through a lot, but this last Voidwalker might just be it. I guess I should have cast the Voidwalker first. That was a misplay. But again, this is like garbage time. They have a Cascade spell here. They bring a Charlotte's Angel back. We have a Tarmogoyf plus section here again. So like, there's just all same ends of the me. Technical correct players play the Voidwalker first, and attack, and they get nothing. Cool. Off to a good start. Off to a good start. I honestly should not have. I think literally against any other deck except maybe Dredge, that game one hand is an easy loss for sure. We're just lucky that we had the one hate piece main. But the fact that we had like double spell bomb, Kaya's Guile with a bunch of discard spell backup and a clock, it's like that's kind of the recipe for success for a deck, right? Disrupt them, have a clock, kill them. And it was just a pretty resilient clock too. Like it wasn't like we only had one threat. We can like, you can loop through our cards of living end. They're a Fairy Crop. I don't know why they cycled the Fairy Crop so aggressively. That definitely confused me. No green source. Multiple Hex Drinkers is kind of iffy, so let's just well in. We're on the play, so I think we have to keep this hand. Do you think we just bottom a Shock? Could bottom the Temple Garden. Since we're gonna get a Triumph with the Marsh Flats on turn 1. Yeah, just in case we have multiple black sources. Since it's the white since the white is the splash color, I think we're okay. So we're against Hammer. Okay. Well, kind of needs to remove off the top. That'd be much appreciated. 2-drop would be great. Discard spell. 2-drop. Removal spell. We have a lot of good draws that we could probably have. Not that, though. The fact that they didn't go 1-drop is really good. And we're kind of representing a removal heavy hand that we didn't do anything much. Hopefully we can just go sequence Lingering Souls into Tarak, and that's enough. Okay. What's good about this now is if they... As long as they didn't have a Shadow Spear in hand, like this Tarak should be able to chump for days here. That's our only hope. Opponent doesn't want to let us... I think I want to save that Thoughtseize for a potential Lurrus. I think it's just best just to slam our Lingering Souls. And just starts... And like, if anything, we can Thoughtseize after Turok. Okay. That's unfortunate. So now we need a removal spell bad. Just block one. No need to hammer. No need to do it now. So that's good for us. Because now we can slam Tarak. And hope to hit the hammers. Ah, we didn't hit him. Damn it. Damn. Tarak, you failed me. Well, we're gonna go like this. Wow. Oh, they have another hammer? Jeez. Jeez. Unfortunate. Okay. E. How's it gonna bond this? Hope you're doing well. Force. Damn. So, Hushbringer stops Stoneforge Mystic. It doesn't stop Paladin triggers, though. Is this worth it to stop Stoneforge? It's kind of almost with their Tarak, though. I think we're going to board out our Void Walkers. Guess we can trim a Hex Drinker, maybe. This only stops Stoneforge, though. Maybe we don't want the Hushbringer. I think it's kind of loose. The Hushbringer just gets stonewalled early. So I think we're going down to 2 is okay. Maybe board out of Thoughtseize. Let's try that. We are trimming green cards for Force, but having a card in just because we can pitch it to Force, I think, is a bad idea. Oh, man. I think we're going to lean on the power of EE. And just hope to draw with these baubles. The real question is, do we EE on one proactively? I think the answer is yes, because in case we don't draw a green source right away off this bauble, I think we do want to put it on 1. So we'll upkeep bauble them. Plains. Okay. So let's see what they're going to draw next turn. An aid. Another. So now we don't. Now we have our lands covered. I'm trying to figure out which fetch to play. Because if they play anything that we want to crack, we want to crack it now. We also might want to play Abrupt Decay. So let's just do this. And off the off chance we want to get Basic Forest. The fact that we have a backup EE is really good because they didn't know about it. I also might be tempted just to crack this EE. So the hand is Aid. Stoneforge. You got it. Plating. So that is plating to unknown. I think we crack this EE now. I don't know. I feel like they have a backup. So we just take the paladin here, probably. We could also just take the plating. I think I take the paladin here in case they go like land. I think it's just safer to take the plating here. Or the paladin, I mean, sorry. Without them getting value. So I think I'm gonna play the fetch. I'm debating if I want to put the E on 2 out or not. I don't think I do. I kind of want to bait them into playing the plating out, right? And then we can also just hold up decay if need be. I'm hoping this Torak actually does work here. So we can get a Triumph here, or a Galar's Shrine. And then untap, play Torak. If they like just... If they just don't do anything, that's good for me too. Yep. So now they lose the hammer. That was a very good draw. Turak is just so fucking good. So I guess they could... I wonder if they put Lurrus in hand. Yeah, they'll put Lurrus in hand. That's fine. I think it's now my turn to put Lurrus in hand. I wonder if I shock in this... I think I do. I think I shock this Overgrown Tomb. And then see if they cast this Lurrus or not. Yep. They'll probably bring back Sentinel. They have 8. That's fine too. The reason why I'm glad they played the Lurrus out because, just do this. So now we go Lurrus, bring E on 1 down. So now we just start looping EE. It's pretty good. We'd also just start drawing cards, a bunch of cards a turn. We go bring back Bobble. Especially because we have the push in hand. I think it's just more efficient to crack EE and then bring back EE next turn, I think. Yep, yes you can, Pontus. You can I can if this Turk somehow dies, I can cash it with clicker. I think I just take this. Sure. Embarrassment of riches here. Well, let's bobble them. Planes, cool. Is it now is the time to turn to attack? Don't think so. Let's attack with this Turak. No, we just like loop bobble here. It's gonna be good. So let's destroy plating and ink moth. Since we have the EE on 1 for the 8 already. So I'm assuming their last card is kind of dead. Castle. I think I'm going to hold up crack plus push. So we'll just level this up once. And I don't want to invest too much mana into it just because, I mean, I could, this like literally dies to it. Cool. Force of Vigor. This is what I'm talking about. I know we're like mentioned like earlier that like Force of Vigor is a bullet. Like tagging 2 things is so relevant here. And I kind of like it more than Caterpillar because I feel like we're already looping EEs, we're already looping baubles. So like not having to kind of use up that engine and just like 2 for 1 our hammer opponent and continually draw cards off bauble is just, it just snowballs so much. I'm still kind of undecided on Hushbringer though. For science, we'll try it out though. For science, maybe one on the draw. Just more discard spells. Hard to say. Deck, what is up? Why do you hate me so much? Hopefully their hand is weak to Thoughtseize. That is the hope. Aid. No Sentinel is good. No 1-drop was also, or just a free creature is also good. Just bubble them. Colossus Hammer. That is not what we want to see. So we'll Thoughtseize them. Oh, their hand is just bad. So we know they're going to draw the other hammer. So I think we just take the Stoneforge. Yeah, I think we take the Stoneforge because it stops from bringing Shadow Spear. We need a removal spell. I tried calling Ritual, and it's just kind of expensive, which is why I didn't like it. So now we're going to have to bluff a removal spell so hard here. Ah, awkward. So we're going to bluff here. We're going to play the Triome and then hope they don't attack. Yeah, we're going to play the Triome and then... Hex can't block a Ink Moth. Because they activate Ink Moth, attack, and then after no blocks, they flash in the hammer. Okay, cool. So they didn't go for it. Whew. Oh, they can still go for it. No, E is non-land. So they went for it. Unfortunate. We needed a 1-mana removal spell or force, technically. Oh well. Unfortunate. That was a good hand. And we mulligan, and I think that second hand is worth keeping still. Yeah, just hammer things. Exactly, Celtic. Just hammer things. There's no reason why that deck is tier 1. I still wonder if Hushbringer is still worth it though. I feel like it's not. Maybe we want like another Kaya's Guile. Just because like Kaya's Guile would have been okay. Just like making 1/1s to chump Inkmoth is so relevant too. So it is what it is. Yeah, exactly. Like on the play, the hand would have been very, very good. On the draw, not so much. We had like Thoughtseize E, and it just didn't matter, right? We needed like a push. Yeah. Because they went turn 1 8 through a discard spell, right? And like 8 is really what won the game. Which is why I think Force is good there, because like you can cast it and beat those hands with Force of Vigor, right? Like if we had a Force in hand, do we have a green card? No, huh? So maybe I do have to keep Hex Drinkers in just to. No, I did have. I guess I drew into the Hex Drinker. So like maybe that's an argument to like keep Hex Drinker over the Hushbringer, just have enough green cards for Force, maybe. For science. Yeah, so maybe like we don't want the Hushbringers in this matchup, and then we just want a Hex Drinker, right? So we have the 3 Hex Drinkers, 2 Decays, Scoops, 4 Goyf. So 5, 9, 10, 12 green sources post board. Or sorry, green cards post board. I think it's fine. So they did not reveal a companion. So I think we're gonna bobble them and then Inquisition them. Archmage's Charm. I guess we just take the ending. Ride this Goyf to victory. We just hope to draw out of Spreading Seas. That is the goal. If we can just draw another fetch land, anything like that, just to fight through the Spreading Seas. Thank you. That's perfect. We do need a fetch to grow the Goyf, technically. Here, I'm actually going to cast Voidwalker first. Because then the next turn we can go discard spell plus Tarmogoyf. So then if they like Spreading Seas here, we can Inquisition the Archmage's Charm and then play Tarmogoyf. And just hold up Archmage's Charm for the rest of the game. Ooh. Yeah, so we're... I think it's worth attacking here once just to start getting damage in. Because if they draw into a removal spell, I guess they could draw into a pending. Oh, I could have cast a shark. Interesting. That's true. I didn't think big enough. I did not think big enough. Okay, thank God they did that one. The thing is, like, I don't know how many non-creature spells we have after that. I guess we could have cast the Inquisition, huh? They just have all the spreading seas. Like, this doesn't trigger off. I guess it triggers off Bobble, but like... yeah, it's true. How's it going, Philosopher? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I just wonder if keeping up this argument just trying the rest of the game is the right play. Just triple spreading these is pretty brutal. These. They're very far off casting Lurrus too, which is funny. Yeah, because like I guess if we had like a Kai's Gala, maybe worth it. I guess we had Lingering Souls. If I had like Lingering Souls, I think it would have been very tempting to take the shark and then just Lingering Souls the following turn. Don't verdict me, please. We really need like a fetch land, so then these Goys are a bit bigger. The clock is just kind of anemic, just a little. Because now they can like shark for 3, which is way bad. Okay. So fetch land off the top would be probably the best draw. Okay. Put Lurrus in hand. I think we let this go. If they target my Voidwalker, we can just cast. Oh, I can't cast it. I should have done it anyway. That was a misplay. I should have cast the Archmage's Charm. I'm so dumb. I was like, I could just like cast it in response, but that was just not smart. Ah, misplays. Should have countered it. Let's attack the Teferi with just the Tarmogoyf. Because actually casting the shark and then they bounce it with the Teferi is actually kind of bad. It's kind of funny. I think I'm gonna prismatic ending the spreading seas though. Just to have black man online. Most definitely, Andrea. How's it going, buddy? Opponent's in the tank. I regret not countering that Teferi. Deep regrets. So you can prismatic getting the overgrown tomb, and then cast Timberglyph. How is that game? That game is so polarizing from I read online. People say it's really good. Other people say it's just like a scam and stuff. And I'm like, how is a game a scam? I don't understand. Oh, really? Are you just going just to play? Just feel what a GP is like again? Do I cast that to Fairy? I kind of want to cast this to Fairy here. Maybe I'll tuck the Teferi. Was that too greedy? I don't know, maybe it was. Okay. That was a good draw. So I think I'm gonna plus this to Fairy one more time. Just to play around a Shark Typhoon. Because if I minus the Teferi, then they can just attack it down with the Shark. Eggs are really expensive. There's an issue with it, like $300 for a card. Wow, really? The game is so new, though. How is the game so expensive already? That I don't understand. That's kind of crazy. Okay. So let's bounce the Shark. Attack to Fairy down. And then go Lurrus, bring back Voidwalker. That's a crazy game. Decay. I think we'll save that for a shark. Tuck the fairy down. So I think we do play this Lurrus. Just trying to figure out if I want to play around a Wrath. I kind of want to just like bobble just to like redraw. Tarmogoyf Force is lethal. So do we just force lethal? It doesn't force lethal have 2 spells that they could cast. I don't think we can play scared. Oh, yes. What a game. Voidwalker has just been so impressive. Holy moly. I like that legendaries are 1 in 96 packs, 1 in 4 boxes. Is a legendary count as like a mythic? There's even cards that are more rare that distribution has not been disclosed. Really? The thing about though is like, are those rare cards unique? Like, is there a unique? Is it only the unique version of that card, or is there like multiple versions and like the holographic, reversed, full art version is like that rare? Like if it's that, then like I don't think it's that bad. But if it's like a mutually exclusive, like the rarest version is like it's only that in those versions, then that really sucks. Ah, that kind of sucks. That really sucks then. So we just saw Teferi. Teferi makes me want to keep some number of prismatic ending. We saw Castle Vantris. We already have a lot of. It's like I wonder if we need an elf to like kill sharks and stuff. Maybe like trim a prismatic ending and keep 1 push for a shark or something like that. And this can tag Teferi. So you have answers to Teferi. And then like answer to a shark, technically. I don't think that ever the games that they hardcast shark are kind of hard, so I think boarding in a force is a little loose. I guess we could board in force for exactly spreading seas. But I think 2 for yourself just to answer spreading seas is just like not a winning proposition. I think we just keep this. You can build a decent deck for like 6 months, and then if you want to go higher, you need to 6 months. Guys, yeah, I mean that makes sense. Did you buy into it already? I guess that's the main question too. The main question is, did you do it already? And the second thing is, since the game is new, are they going to do reprints? Like, is it like Yu-Gi-Oh, where they're just going to reprint the hell out of these expensive cards, so then they aren't expensive anymore? That's kind of the main question I have about the game. Like, before you get invested into it, if you know they're going to reprint the shit out of the cards, it's like, you have the balance between like, oh, do you really want to play in the tournament and win versus like taking that financial loss. And I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh players have that pretty rough all the time. Versus Magic players, you wouldn't really have that. I feel like they can reprint a card, but the older version still retains value. Like fetch lands, like is a perfect example of like they reprint the shit out of those fetch lands, but like the OG onslaught fetch lands are just like still really expensive, right? So, man, Voidwalkers look so impressive today. Very impressive. Like this card, people argue whether this card's good or not, but this card is always fun. Like, you can make an argument if like Scoots is better, if like Sanctifier is better, it's worth the black cards. But like, when you actually like make the decision to play the card, it's pretty fun because every game is just so different. Oh, I see. So is the GP a different competitive format? They have unlimited print run of boxes, but then a box is so and you need 4 box and average for legendary. But then you could say the same for like mythics, right? You could say the exact same thing about mythics. Classic Nihil Spellbomb. Because like monkey is like so like the recent example of a really chased mythic, and that a monkey is like $150, right? Do I want to run into a counter spell? I think it's fine. Resolves. Fairy. To fur. Call the shrine. If we really need to, if they have like a Jace or something, it's kind of game over. If they curve Teferi into Jace, we kind of lose on the draw without discard spells anyway. If we can go like Abrupt Decay the Teferi, well, we could try attacking it down first. So let's see if what they do here. That was a shark. Gross. I don't know if it's worth attacking this to ferry down. I wonder if it's worth just Kaya's Guiling this. Sack, make a 1/1. And we just same song and dance again next turn. Yeah, I heard the game is really skill intensive. Like really, really skill intensive, which is interesting. I think my dog has to use the bathroom. And of course they're against the control mirror. That's probably gonna use it most of the time. She's like, I need to take me. You need to take me out, Dad. So I wonder if it's the same song and dance here. Or not. Will they shark me again? Thoughtseize. I think it's worth attacking first. Like, if they Shark Typhoon, I kind of don't really care. I wonder if it's complicated to master. I think that's my main question. Like, if it's easy to pick up, that's one thing. Is it easy to master? That's the main question. I'll probably just leave this as is. I don't think I want to cast anything else. I don't want to play into a board wipe. So next turn we can go Tarmogoyf, put Lurrus in hand. Fortunate. Unfortunate. I'm scared of Archmage's Charm. Damn it. Could take a discard spell right now. They have Archmage's Charm, that kind of sucks. I guess I could Prismatic into my own Hex Drinker. It's unfortunate. I tapped wrong. Cryptic Bounce? I'm gonna play a Tarmogoyf here. These Prismatic endings are just so bad. We're definitely not equipped for this matchup. I wonder if it's worth going for it. Damn it. Verdict is so good. I go Verdict land. Yeah, double counterspell though. I think they're fetching for a Verdict. Do we want to just get under this Archmage's Charm now? I think so. I think we're in a position now where we just have to kind of go all in. Because now we're just like, these just cards are just dead. Like, we need, like, a threat. Okay. Now the Archmage's Charm for whatever we try to counter or play. I think now we cash in the Spell Bomb. We'll upkeep them. But we kind of have to like cast this Kaisgao for just to make a body, which is just so bad. Spreading Seas. Going to... I guess we could just entwine. We're not going to win this game. We're essentially playing for time here. There it is. We need to Vindicate. That seems a good draw, though. Take the Archmage's chart potentially here. Oh, God. Okay. These prismatic hits are so bad. Destroy one Spreading Seas. I have not. I just don't know if there's any room for a main deck Unearth. I know people really like that card, though. I think it's what I was saying earlier. There's just so much graveyard hate already that main decking an Unearth is kind of difficult, I think. We're already kind of leaning hard on the graveyard, so it's just hard. Can't attack because of the Colonnade. Yeah, I definitely see the thought process behind it. Especially if, like, if you get your Lurrus thoughts used or something, right? Yeah, I'm gonna force the clock on him. Interesting. I would think they would not care about. I guess they could do. Like if I have like my 1-0 fatal push or whatever. I just don't think there's anything else I can bring in. There's just like a lot of dead cards in this matchup. Still going off the scrap. Oh, it's just a shark. Big shark. It's a shark. Yeah, at 88, so they have lethal. Hopefully we don't draw multiple prismatic endings and abrupt decays, and like hopefully we just draw like our Thorax and X drinkers instead, and our discard spells. I kind of just drew the dead half of the deck. It makes me wonder if like we just bring in Sanctifiers just because they're not dead cards, but I think that's wrong. Yes, we didn't see any Snapcasters either, so these spell bombs could potentially be dead, but at least they cycle. They're kind of like baubles 5 through 6, essentially. Good hand, please. It's a very good hand. You have no removal. Trying to figure out if I want to play Hex Drinker or Tarmogoyf. I think I just play Tarmogoyf. I don't want to get like spend all my money in a mana and Hex Drinker and then get a bounce by Teferi. Thanks for dropping by, Salted Sadek. Take care, buddy. Just gonna not play under the counter spell. They're gonna counter spell. So I guess we'll lead on Spellbomb first. And I think this is where we start double threading. Big Goif, yep. They picked the land that we did not know about. No Archmage's Charm one time. God damn it. God damn it. It's okay. We have this Kaya's Guile, so I wonder if they'll go all in it anyway. Because they could go all in on it. They're not going all in on it. Interesting. Interesting. Blocking. Interesting. So they'll factor fixture in a turn. Oh god. Why is it 5 spells? Jesus Christ. I think we give into Fairy and Verdict. Maybe Shark. Can we beat a Shark Typhoon? No. Can we beat a Solitude? Maybe. If I give them this, they're going to take these three. That's really bad. We don't want to give them Archmage's Charm, essentially. I don't know how to do the split. That was such a good faster fiction. It's absurd. I think this might be the best. I guess we can split the removal spell. We'll put the value. Hand is Spreading Seas. So is their last card counterspell? I'm gonna dig for a discard spell here. Okay, now we need a land. Another Verdict. So we take the counter spell. 2, 3, 4. Make them Verdict. Hopefully they don't draw another land. I think that's how we win this game. We take the counter spell. Slam Goyf. Make them Verdict. Hopefully they don't draw another land for the Archmage's Charm. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, they're getting greedy? Oh, okay. It's like they're gonna... Another discard spell? Oh, I forgot to sideboard this out. Oh, God. We have so many dead cards in our deck. God damn it. I guess I'll gain 4. Make a 1/1. Like the meta is just so monkey heavy that like we kind of like need all the creature removal, and then just it makes these kind of matchups so bad. That was our turn, man. We needed to. That was a turn. We really needed to like Lurrus Goyf here. Okay. So they have Archmage's Charm, Flooded Strand. Damn it. Maybe I should have let a Hextricker on the first turn. It's hard to say. We need to Vindicate right here. Okay. Their hand is Archmage's Charm, Flooded Strand. Oh, they have Archmage's Charm, duh. They could just take the Hexdrinker. I guess I'm not going to invest any mana into it just because they could take it. If they have another shark. Damn. I think this matchup's arguably worse than Tron because we have so many dead cards that we're not there's no point in attacking this deck, right? Discard spell. Okay. Unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna go take my dog out and then we'll finish the steak. I'll be right back. You know what I really miss in this matchup is Stoneforge Mystic. I feel like Stoneforge Mystic fills a lot of gaps there in that matchup. It's just hard because it's like you want the companion because it's broken. Like Lurrus kind of won his game one, being able to like recur stuff, and like game two against Hammer was really good there. But then like in this type of matchup where like you have a companion and the eighth card does matter, but like it's difficult because the rest of the deck is just kind of air too. And again, like Monkey like warps our deck so much. And it's like, are we really just gonna build a deck to be controlled too? I think argument is no. Definitely missed the second Vindicate just to answer it to Fairy, right? But how's it going, Mortalite? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I may try Martin's List. Hit one of my buddies who's also an Abzan player. He keeps going 4-1 with his list, which is really impressive. So I may be interested in trying that. It's just a classic Boomer Stoneforge Mystic list, you know? And that's Timeless Dragon in it too. It's like, do I miss Liliana? I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's hard to tell. Like, I'm sure there are games where Liliana, like, takes over, too. Like, Liliana against a control matchup's also good, right? Okay, against Lurrus, we have Prismatic Ending and Fatal Push, Deer Skirt Spell, Tarmogoyf. This is probably the best we could probably ask for here. And we'll put him into 6. We're on the play, put him into 6. We have Discard and Tarmogoyf with 2 removal spells. It's, recipe for success, for sure. Guess we just take the Scourge. Scourge is potentially the biggest one, I guess. Yeah, double removal spell for the 2 creatures that are left over. So, not bad. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell here. Oh, they have a discard spell? Gross. Huh. This is for Prismatic Ending? Oh, Monkey. I'm just gonna Stonewall the Monkey. Hopefully they don't draw a removal spell. I think just the more mana efficient, but we gotta be head on board. Like, killing the monkey is just playing to lose. In my opinion. Okay. Don't think they double block. Which is like Domain Zoo. Hey. I don't know what they're gonna do. Okay. I'll block monkey. Oh. Oh my. I guess we just cast Lingering Souls. Continually start shrieking our Goyf here. There's currently no sorcerers in the graveyard, so we're gonna Lingering Souls, use the Lingering Souls first. This does not have trample. So I like souls. And then we can next turn flashback souls. Cast a rule spell. I guess I could exile this, which is annoying. Maybe that was a misplay. This is also just almost lethal here too. They're at 6. So if they attack with both. They're kind of incentivized to attack with this Kavu. Oh, do they have Delirium? Gosh, if they have Unholy Heat, that'd be brutal. They have Scourge, Tarmogoyf, one unknown. Opponent is also in the tank. That one, Holy Heat. Okay. That Bolt. Okay. So their hand is Bolt, Tarmogoyf, Scourge. Okay. I think I'm going to chump the Ragavan. So this is game because they're a prismatic ending. Cool. Them fetching cost them the game. I guess they... Yeah. Cool. Cool. So it's like a creature deck. So like I think we just want all those sweepers, right? Explosives, Kai's Gal's okay. Damn. Sanctuary actually has some text because it's against Monkey. I think we'll borrow the Thought Seizes. And maybe the Void Walker just because they don't really attack. Or they don't really block. They could get under though. That's a game we really want to play. I think maybe they might be better on the play, but on the draw I think I want to board them out. Hex Drinker, Fatal Push, Bishop's Bauble. Could be worse. I think I gotta wait on my Bauble. I'm just gonna cast the Hex Drinker. And then we can scry trick next turn. Like, there's no point in doing it now. We have removal in hand. We have a threat in play. Like, I think we want to save the scry value. I think there's a lot of times where people kind of are proactive in cracking baubles, and I think this is a situation where you kind of have everything that we need right now. I think it's best just to wait. Sure. So now we get the value of Scry Trick, and we see a land off the top. So I think we can shuffle that away. So let's push. Level this up. And start attacking. If we draw Concealed Courtyard or Basic Plains, we could gain 4 and kill a Scourge if that's what they do. Okay. We'll do this. Stub? Oh, okay. Making the 1/1 always a valid play, but also plays around Dash Ragavan. So. Wild Nacatl. Tribal Flames targeting me. I'm going to Tarak. It looks like they're on the Tribal Flames plan. Double Prismatic ending? That's so funny. I don't think we're going to be chumping with the Spirit. I will be down to trade the Tarak of the Nacatl. So if that's what they do, that's what they do. If they bolt the Tarak and attack, that's fine. We'll just Tarmogoyf. Like, that's a fair trade. We just, like, literally 3-for-1 them. Oh my goodness. Drawing hot. Drawing hot. Drawing hot. Don't want them to Prismatic getting a Goyf. I don't know if they'll have, like, Engineer Explosives or something. So maybe I don't want to play all this, my Flashback, my Spirits. I don't think they bring in explosives against me. That's just present lethal, though. That's present lethal. It's not actually lethal because they have prismatic ending, right? Oh. Going for it all. I like it. Going for the Tribal Flames. I like it. We attack for 4. No tribal flames one time. We saw one, so they probably have 3 left in the deck. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Two and two. Hopefully we can get that sweet 3-2. Oh, that's a good point. Should have definitely done that. How's it going, Marty? Hope you're doing well, buddy. I feel like I haven't tuned in your stream in a while. Have you been streaming? Because I watched your latest video on YouTube, I think like a couple days ago. I feel like I haven't been able to catch your streams. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, Vindicating was definitely the correct call there. I just did not see that. I mean, so we beat Living End. We lost to Hammer. We lost to Blue-White Control. And then we just beat, like, Tribal Flames. Streamed twice in the past month? So it's not just me going crazy then. Are you busy with, like, work or school, or what have you been up to? Or just taking time off just to get a mental break? I feel like I need one of those. I feel like I need to maybe just take a step back. I felt like last stream, like, I was not in a good mental state. Like, I noticed myself, like, tilting off uncharacteristically, like, on the deck. And I took a break and I played, like, a little bit of Yawgmoth. I played, like, 3 leagues of it just to try it out, just to take a break. Maybe realize, like, I actually really like this playstyle more than anything. But at the end of the day, it's just like, maybe I do just need to take a step back too. I think it's a good strategy, especially when you're just streaming and you're playing, like, a lot of Magic. I don't know how Aspiring Spike and, like, Doom and, like, Franny, how they just play Magic nonstop. Especially with how much ebb and flow there is with Magic. I'm gonna keep this, even though we have the Triumph. We can go Inquisition and play Fatal Push. Oh, I see. Life things, you know. Life things. We're against Burn. Interestingly enough, I think we just let them keep the Idol on here, because we have 2 removal spells. I think we take the Blaze. It's the for sure 2 for 1. There's an argument for, like, taking the Lightning Bolt and it turns off their Skewer and the hand really doesn't do anything. But then if they try to bolt on turn 2, then they really aren't doing anything. I'm gonna play the White Walker now. I wonder if they'll bolt. Yeah, I saw that. You're playing a lot of, like, Urza Saga. Just interesting. I wonder if it is the better version. I feel like the sequencing of the lands are also pretty tough. Okay. So they're gonna skewer me. I guess I could... I think we need a Thoughtseize here. It does save us net life, right? I guess we just take the Charm. I think we take the Charm. And hopefully we draw a basic or fetch, and we can prismatic ending the Eidolon. Untap land would be great. Because then we can Turak the Skewer. I think we have to bolt the Eidolon here. We play the Goyf and just hope to race. Hopefully they just put Lurrus in hand. I guess they could just skewer us. How's it going, Roundsley? Hope you're doing well, buddy. We can't attack and activate the Voidwalker, unfortunately. Cool. That should do it. I think this is the first time I've ever just hard cast a Turak. I think it's the first time. So now if they play anything, we can just prismatic ending. I guess they could bolt the Turak. Cool. Beeper. Kaya's Guile. EE. Chalice on 1. Think it's worth it. Check out the Thoughtseizes. Voidwalkers are kind of meh. Could probably board in 2 Sanctifiers just as bodies and has protection. I don't think we want another dam. Try this. On the play, it's a lot tougher, obviously. Or on the draw, I mean. Has not been relevant. I haven't drawn either Vindicate or Kaya's Guile. I think there was a game where I drew a Kaya's Guile against Control. And maybe I wanted that to be a it's a lot of creature removal. And like maybe I wanted that to be a Vindicate, right? So it's hard. It's gonna take a lot of damage from this hand, but how's it going, correct? Hope you're doing well, buddy. No damage from our mana base is kind of clutch, though. Okay. We're at 10. Jeez. We're gonna hold. I guess I could just dam. Yeah, I think we just want to dam. I think we want to keep the instant speed. Okay. This looks like a tough game to win. Maybe I should have mulliganed that. Maybe the hand was just too slow off the gate. Lava Spike. Especially with them missing land drops. Track. Okay, Turak could bring us back in this game. We go to we go to 3, so we need them to essentially whiff. We need them to essentially whiff. Could happen. Could just draw lands. Just draw lands, and we draw Kai's Kyle or Scavenging Ooze. Okay. Kai's Kyle. We need to dodge a bunch of draw steps. Okay. I think it's just different on the play. Maybe I should have woken the hand knowing we're on the draw. When it was hard to measure, yeah. I think it's just like post board, like not drawing the Vindicate against a big Teferi is tough, you know? Like not having access to that, like that effect, like destroy a permanent is just tough, right? This hand's very painful. I think I'm gonna lead on Overgrown Tomb. Path to Exile. I think we'll take the guide here. Do this. Probably get it blazed, but I think it's fine. Like something's got to get blazed, right? We could have just played the Sanctifier, I guess. Maybe we just correct to just play Sanctifier, actually. Like now I just give him something to do. Yeah, maybe just better to wait. Proactively play this. They get a path my Sanctifier, which is unfortunate, but okay. Every time. I think we take the path here. And then we just Prismatic ending their Lurrus. I kind of don't want to play anything into their Searing Blaze either. Thing is, they know we have removal. Like, us not taking the Lurrus is just so sus, right? Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have played the Hex Drinker, I don't think. Opponent can't tap white with their Slumber Canyons. It's funny. It's an awkward game. Like, I can't play a creature out into their Seeing Blaze. We need to draw Tarak? I think we need to draw exactly Tarak. Golly. Oh, they could blaze my Hex Drinker. Oh, man. That Idol was a very good draw. They should not be playing the lands out. Oh, we can't cast anything in this Eidolon. And Searing Blazes. Oh no, my sound like didn't work? Why not? It says it's online. It must be bugged. Sorry. um... we can't give them fuel for these Searing Blazes. So awkward. And like when we cast anything, we just die these Eidolons. Yeah. This is not looking good. Okay. I think they're gonna attack here. They have 2 Blaze on 2 unknown. I don't know how we win this game. We hope they don't have a land. I think the way we would have won the game is to draw a Tarmogoyf and play the Goyf and just attack. Like we drew the Tarmogoyf like 3 turns ago. That's our avenue of success for this thing. It just dodges Searing Blaze. But now it's like we can't even play a Hex Drinker because they can just blaze it for 1. But maybe that's how we fight through it. Cloaked Phantom, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. I guess we Hex Drinker and then just make them... We gotta take 2 anyway, right? I think this is where we just gotta go kind of... We gotta go on these Hex Drinkers. I guess we're gonna wait to like draw removals before the Eidolon, but that's like really loose. We're also just dead to 2 bullets at that point. They should blaze this for 1. So we need to hope that they don't have. We just need to hope that they fade. We need that. I think we upkeep the Kaya's Guile. Or if they fetch a response. I wonder if they blaze. They do. Oh, now we're just locked? Oh, man. I probably played this game very well. We could not just beat this Eidolon. The double blaze? That's frustrating. Very frustrating. Oh well. It is what it is. At least all the matches we lost we won 2, and all the matches we went 2-0. It's really funny. Oh well. I think I'm gonna hang up Lurrus version. I might try Martin's version. Sorry, this quality's really bad, huh? There you go. Is that better? I might try this version next stream. It's a non-Lurrus build. It's just straight boomer. Martin's gone 4-1, 3-2, 3-2, 4, and 4-1, and almost trophied last time. So I might just copy the 75 and try it. Bring back the Stoneblade list, because the control matchup is definitely a lot harder without the Stoneblade package. And Liliana has been kind of a missing piece. Kai is also kind of an interesting inclusion that he's been advocating, so I might just try the exact 75. Excuse me. Yeah, I might just try this exact 75 next stream. So yeah, thanks for everyone tuning in and hanging out. I'm not sure when my next stream will be. It might be either Saturday evening or maybe Sunday. Maybe, I'm not sure. Or it might just be Tuesday. So it's hard to tell. I don't know what my schedule's going to be this weekend, because I know there's going to be... I know it's going to be football season, and then I think my girlfriend wants to grab dim sum. So it's going to be... Is it time for 60-card Lurrus Stoneblade main? I don't think there's just any room. Like, if we just look at this list, it's like... It's so hard to find room for the baubles, right? I guess you can... Because, like, if you're going to run Lurrus in the main, you want to just cut the Vindicates. You can't have Lingering Souls, Liliana, Vindicate, and Lurrus. You just, like, losing out on all the good removal. But maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe if you go Yorion version, maybe you can. But, like, even then... I don't know, I might just try this and then reassess from there. Because, like, Lurrus main also is kind of the same pitfall as, like, you just don't have a companion either. So, yeah, I might try that next stream. Yeah, so again, If you guys want to support the channel, please hit that follow button. If you want to check out my past streams, you guys can go to my YouTube. If you want to get stream updates when I go live, so I'm not sure exactly when we'll be live. It'll either be sometime this weekend or at the latest it'll be the Tuesday. It's like for sure stream day. And then if you want to come hang out, talk Abzan, you can join the Discord. That's where we were kind of talking. Oh, should we have the Kaya Scala main or side? This is where Martin posted his list, and he's been doing really well with it. So I might try his version next stream. Oh, yeah, Stirring Wildwood in it. That's cute. I like the Stirring Wildwood with the reach. Actually, Stirring Wildwood actually sounds pretty good right now because it can stop. It can block Darcy. Ooh, and can help cast. I don't know if he has Sanctifier in this. He does. So Stirring Wildwood helping to cast Sanctifier is big game there. Definitely interested in that. Yeah, I might try this. I might try this next stream. But I really appreciate everyone for all the support and hanging out and tuning in. Let's send y'all over on a raid. Let's rate someone who doesn't have that many viewers. Send some love over. Unless there's any recommendations. Or we just rate Evan. Let's just rate Evan. Evan's rated me a bunch of times. I haven't had a chance to rate Evan, so. He's playing Legacy, but it's okay. I know we live in Lurrus, but I think Little Last Hope is great. I think so too. I can see argue for Little Last Hope over this Kaya Orzhov Super slot. For sure. Just have like a 3-1 Liliana Last Hope split. And just like being able to bring back like, you know, an endurance or something is pretty clutch. I think Kaya might be better suited, but I mean, you could also make room for Liliana in the sideboard, right? Like maybe like a 1-1 split of Grist of that. But again, I'm going to probably just copy his X75. I don't want to change anything. I kind of want to just go from there. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Oh, he's going to bring her back. That's awkward. We can rate him anyway. Other than that, really appreciate what you're doing and hanging out. Again, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on YouTube. Join the Discord. Subscribe to me on YouTube if you want to support the channel. And hope to catch you guys next stream. Take it easy. Bye. Take it easy, Grayson. Thanks for shooting it. Really appreciate it.